Hi friends, welcome to 30 Inks 30 Days, day 24. Yesterday we did Chokuro. Like the lines are showing through. That's cool. It is very black. I liked writing with it. I expelled a drop of ink from it and then it didn't blurp anymore. So that's nice. I picked the ink for today already. Sailor, Michigan. This one's for my friends in Michigan. I mean, it's not for them. It's still my ink, but it's later in the day. I didn't have any time earlier in the day to do this. I had an appointment at lunch. And that's okay. I'm worried I'm gonna run out of these. I picked the pen. It doesn't really go, but I'm gonna use my Mayfair, the one that looks like this. I don't remember what it is. This happens every time, right? I hope you know by now I don't remember what it is. I didn't ask. And so it's not there in my head. It's like file not found. This Sailor, Michigan on Tomorrow River. It's coming across as more blue on the screen, as inks are wont to do. I only have 2 of the state inks, Michigan and California. I think there was another one that looked pretty, Dakota. I mean, there are many that looked pretty. One that looked tempting. Maybe it was Delaware. I do have a tie to Delaware. Ooh. We used to go there when I was a kid. I don't remember. Is that where Williamsburg is? Because that to me is Virginia, actually, if I say the words aloud. Oh. Rehoboth Beach, maybe? The things that you hear as a kid, and then later you're like, I remember those words being said in my presence. That's literally all you know about them. Okay. So I discovered I was going to do this ink, but it was going to require even more work. I discovered I have an ink for which I don't even have a coloring card. And it's funny because I was like, I thought I had this ink, and I looked through my coloring cards and I didn't see it. And I was like, oh, I guess not. But then I was looking through my inks for something else, and sure enough, that ink was there. And I was like, oh, I do have it. It's just not where it should be. I think it's because I got a sample of it, and I thought, I'll just use that card. I don't know, friends. I don't know what I was thinking. So this is Michigan. This is a very lovely ink. If you live in Michigan and you like blue, I recommend it. But I have 2 other colors that are pretty much the same, and one of them is a diamine, the Havasu turquoise. Diamine inks are cheap as chips, aren't they? They are. Quite literally. By the way, chips in the UK are far cheaper than French fries in the US, in my experience. But also probably depends on where you get your chips and where you get your French fries. And French fries are better than chips. Because the chips I had were almost universally pretty anemic, definitely flaccid. And I don't want those. I do not want flaccid and anemic potatoes. You could give me one, but not both. Okay. I have definite preferences when it comes to fried potatoes. That might be one of my favorite food groups. The fried potato group. I hope we all recognize that that is, in fact, a group. Okay. Sailor, Michigan. This one has very nice shading. This is Mayfair. Not my other one. This has to be a broad nib. Broad nib. We'll figure it out. I always put the correct name when I can find it in the description box. So if you're ever like, but what is it really, Maria? The description box, it will know. I find out what I can. So if I can find the resin info, I put it there. If I can find the proper name for it, I put it there. I just don't bother looking it up ahead of these videos because sometimes I don't have, I'm just choosing as the whim, as my fancy takes me. I started a new book yesterday called Today Will Be Different. It was exactly what I needed to start reading. Did I film yesterday? I did. I must have told you about the earthquake. We had another one. Would be an aftershock, but last evening, and my partner was to me, "What was that?" And I was like, "It was an earthquake." Like, you've lived in California all your life. He's like, "Oh, I thought maybe it was a big truck going by." So for those of you that have never experienced an earthquake, that's it. It literally can be the same sort of feeling. Because we do have construction going on nearby. What did we say? It's the 24th. That's what we said. Ink is Sailor, Michigan. Sailor, Mitten State. Yeah, Mitten. Pen. Mayfair. What if I pause? Oh, I can't really go look it up. I'll just put like aqua in one parentheses and then broad in the other parentheses. I'll know what that means for me. For now. Okay. I love Mayfair pens. I dig that he has done some really unusual things that we don't see. Okay, this is exactly what Lake Michigan looks like. Perfectly. Exactly. So we're going to leave it. And if you show me evidence to the contrary, first off, you're obviously right. Secondly, then you're not my friend. No, I'm kidding. We should be welcome to getting evidence to the contrary. It's good to question, good to research. That's how science works, is you test your hypotheses, and sometimes you have to change what you said because more evidence becomes available. But that is totally what Lake Michigan looks like. Man, I don't know if you've ever flown in that area, but when I flew to that area last to visit my sister, maybe, the plane turns around over the lake to go into Chicago, and you're like, well, I guess the pilot is done living because it looks like they're just gonna go right in the water. That also happens at SFO, but I know that about SFO. So if you are worried because you're in real low over that water and you're like, what are we doing? Yes, that is what landing is like in SFO. I closed this. Am I going to need it again? I don't know. Let's hope not. What do you think? This month is looking so blue. But the reality is I have so many blue inks, and it's predominantly the blue ones that I haven't done these cards for. So that's how it is. Maybe we'll mix it up anyway. We'll find something fun. I mean, these are fun to me. I haven't been saying like why things bring me joy. Chokuro, I mean, that just looks so black. But also the nib makes me think of my boss, even though he didn't get me the nib and I got it for myself to go with a pin that he gave me. So there. And my boss and I have worked together for like 15 years, something like that. Anyway, but Michigan makes me think of my good friend Pete. Hi, Pete. And some other friends who I don't know if they want me to say, but hi to them. And man, I've known Pete for quite a while now. For people who just met on the internet. What? I know, I'm a weirdo. But Pete's a wonderful guy, and I hope you all have a friend like him. Maybe he can be your friend like him. I'm yammering. I need to go do some stuff and have some more water. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye.